You aren't welcome in my dojo. A lesson I will teach you the essence is like a slow stroke. What happens next will leave you with all scratching heads till your skin's torn. Alzheimer's in prison. You don't know what you're in for. My metaphors are the deadliest. My enemies are envious. Like a genie's bottle poured out, wishing on my downfall is an empty wish. Get dressed for the season, and put up ornaments and lights with no hesitation. Pull up my Christmas socks. Then I'll get to decorations. Your friend got his repo vehicle impounded. He must either have bad or no luck. He's considering starting a traveling mistletoe selling company on the road, but you have the money, so you decided, get him his old tow truck. Buy and bring home a bunch of gifts for the December occasion on its way. Truckload of gifts for every night of Hanukkah. That's one long haul a day. I screamed, "Hey, 9 candles isn't quite enough." He told me, "What the fuck should I do?" I replied, "Calm down and light 10 up." Reprehensible behavior of mine causing public outrages next. Burning my table down with hot wax sticks made him vexed. Witnesses testified about Adam's scandals. But I gotta spend my money first before I face death, so I bid for the highest rated vault in an auction. That's a safe bet. I'm lazy and can't get out of bed. Legs feel like they weigh 500. I would get up if I owned a large mess of ice cream to fill my whole stomach, so I would be standing if only I could get a pile of it. If I say faggot or fuck and you penalize me because my guts offend yours, remember, if you flag this and say it's really a foul action, remember, those are rough words. I want to rap for an audience and people ask me, why wouldn't you? I'm not going to show up for less than $10. I say for one ditch it, just not good enough. Offers for more than that, I'm hopeful for the future and researching those venues. I'll be looking up. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there's new entertainment to stow. You love new music and your hands have paralysis. You're not looking for something too old. If I gained 100 pounds and dressed in all black only, what would happen if you'd spot it? I would hear people comment, "Wow, he's really got thick." A cult is following an idiot who erases his past. Boring and not too sharp, must be someone dull leading the path. I'm lost when I watch TV anymore. It's scorching hot and sunny now, and I'm listening to this lady saying it's cold and windy of sorts. Meteorologist who's untruthful. Now, how would I classify to people what to be listening for? I'm thinking, here falls weather reports. Speaking of weather, time for me to be the leader I will proudly proclaim. The atmosphere has to appear foggy and wet. Allow me to explain. I will start my leadership in our darkest hour, so the sky needs to be cloudy terrain. Some will try and stop me from being a flying superhero in a villainous way. All I have to do is leave here and get to my costume drawer, and then they'll say, "I really hope Adam doesn't get to escape." I'm everywhere on the internet. Are you willing to share what Adam thinks? My body of work is like the anatomy of a bicycle. My movement depends on links. Every road I go down, there's more for me to find. Y'all don't want me to. You wish I'd stop and see my feet decline. Too late. You want me to stop before I see more traffic? 10 cans of spray paint couldn't get me to redesign. Help another group go on a crusade mission sooner, or you'll get left behind like a U-turn. I can teach you all to be great. You'll observe and watch, saying, "Teach me while I make money." Boy, I'll learn a lot. First of all, recollect one's past. No enhancements or time machines for unveiling my job. Looking at my own toddler photo albums personally, then a kid I saw. I'm right-handed. If it could talk, it would insult my left hand and proclaim its status that it covets. Talk to the left hand and say, "Between us, I'm the toughest." Do you wish to know why they call me Dr. Stark? My brain chemistry wields the greatest punchlines related to the medical field. I'm very scientific with my internal teachings. I'm not a priest, but at the last moment of recognition, there's funeral readings. Look up inventors before us, the greatest minds revered. Ignaz Gruber and E. Siegel were doctors, and they invented the otoscope, 2 key pioneers. I've conducted an experiment for my medical exam during which I will watch a team of 2 people working, an idiot and a genius together. I'm mostly concerned with how each other comes to terms with their individual studying methods for learning. The smarter group member creates a song for material and recites it, while the other is absurdly highlighting, scribbling angrily, and cursing. The exam has multiple portions with different topics for ensuring their grade earnings determined. Basically, you would see one partner illogical and one partner sing. I too am a man of many talents, allow me to demonstrate. I'm expecting company for whom I'm cooking, but in a twist of fate, I lost track of time and accidentally broke all of my platters. But I didn't give up faith. I'm a broken dish repairer and a cook. I won't be ready on time, but I can still fix a plate. Next lesson, in essence, is best depicted in telling a story. Listen to this anecdote using double and triple entendres for earning better scoring. Since my dollars are on track, I made a money run to get this payment. Took a hostage to empty her savings so I could take it. She said to call the cops, so I made the bank teller to withdraw the statement. To make my getaway, I stole my enemy's shitty car as well as its remnants. He fought back and cut my hand. As a result, I bled from this. I converted its moving parts into motion for retribution. That is describing the power of vengeance. I started planting my alibi for the cops. Between 3:55 and 4:05 store lurking, I maintained I was shopping and searching for a time-telling device I'd bought. My alibi was that I was shopping around 4 o'clock. I did get arrested, but I acquired reasonable doubt to help my case first. Not one authority figure saw my suspicious tattoo or the place where I washed my hands. This included investigators. The next thing was an awkward drug test. Even though I was completely sober and had become stressed, he peeped over the cover and at my privates while I filled my pee cup. Checked the amount. Now, I should complain about this awkward incident mixed with those eyes making a mean mug. I mean, depending on who you are, what would you do in this situation if all of a sudden eyes peek up? Next was the trial court and my sentencing. The suspense could have killed me. All I had on my side was my professionals representing my medical history. Surgical operation that ruined my brain's functioning ability. The male judge asked, "Do we have a verdict?" And they answered him quickly. "Yes, surgery found the defendant unable to intently perform the crimes committed, so he is not guilty." And besides, they made a legal error in my trial. I can make an argument. Just looking for some fame no matter how, but now that court's over I confess to all of it. The prosecutor wanted to drain my energy. However, I'm a machine from the future, rare and hard to get. Since there's no outlet for me, what were they going to charge me with? The end. Now it's time I show you my new invention. It's the coolest method. It's where I give you the ending sentence, and we review how many interpretations could be connected. Here we go. First example. An egg rolls down the hill. Am I saying I lost part of my Asian lunch selection? Or is this a physics lesson on a chicken's nest once an egg is intercepted by the wind's progression? Or both? Second example. The banquet's on me. Am I saying I'm responsible for cooking all the food for an event? Or am I saying that my bank just had enough and has given up? Or both? Third example. I want to stay at home, Mom. Am I telling my mother that I object to leaving my residence? Or am I claiming that I wish my mother would leave all of her paying jobs and then just quit? Or both? Fourth example. Guess that makes me selfish. Am I sarcastically answering a question by saying that I think only about myself for personal gain? Or am I categorizing my job description for working at an amphibian pet shop place? Or both? Fifth example. Sir, 10 to 1 it's going to be busy. Am I telling this guy odds? Or am I giving him a time slot? Or both? In conclusion, you aren't welcome in my dojo.